Hello YouTube, it's Egan again, and yes, I'm not wearing glasses today because I decided to go with contacts. If I don't have glasses or contacts on, I'm pretty blind, which means that it would be hard for me to even record because the screen's like 2 feet in front of me. I couldn't read any of the stuff there. Anyways, I'm going to be reacting to a YouTube video today from a guy named Justin Scott. It's a video called Honest Purdue Commercial. I currently attend Purdue. This guy attended Purdue 7 years ago, but in my short time here, I've noticed there's a lot of interesting sayings, a lot of traditions, a lot of things that I've noticed about the school that I've personally found are weird. But we're gonna see if he calls them out in his video, and I'm kind of excited to see. But anyways, I'll leave a link to his channel and his video in the description below. Please go check it out. And I guess we should get started, but before that, I would really appreciate a subscribe, like, comment, just interact with the video in any way you'd like. Dislike it if you would like. You can't see it anyways, so who cares? So I'm gonna get started with the video right now, and let's go.
Hi, my name is Brian, and I'm a student here at Purdue University, and I have a couple questions for you. Do you like staying up late doing schoolwork, or be in massive debt after graduation? Or walk to class in a snowstorm? Or do you like chasing squirrels?
Okay, I will say the squirrels here are weirdly friendly. You can get like probably 3 feet away from them, and they don't move at all. And currently it's like, currently it's like 18 degrees outside. It is freezing out there. Luckily, we have a bus system, which I tend to use, and the tuition here is actually not too bad. I'd say compared to some schools that I was looking at, this is very manageable in comparison. But I will say, I do tend to stay up till like 1 in the morning sometimes if I have like a project or something that I need to study for. It's not good for me, and the lack of sleep probably impacts my performance, but I don't know, what can you do about it? It is how it is.
But most importantly, do you love endless fields of corn? Then Purdue University is the place for you! Welcome to Purdue University, one of the best universities in the country. In fact, 100% of our students have never been this stressed out in their life. And stress is the key to success.
If you want to have a healthy academic reputation, find time on the weekends to eat out, sleep in, and most of all, hang out with friends, which you won't have time for because you'll be studying.
Here at Purdue, I'm getting a high-quality education. I always go to my lectures to learn from my professors, who never slow down when speaking. And then after all of this, I'm assigned a ton of homework, which I...
Okay, I will say, a lot of the professors here do have kind of an issue with like slowing down their speech for some reason. I don't really get why they do it, considering it's going to be recorded anyways, so I watch the recordings of the lectures a lot, and it's really weird when they just like pause and then just like slowly start talking over something that's already been displayed on the screen. But you know, it's effective enough, and it's not the biggest deal breaker. But I will say, college, while I've had a lot more free time, everything for some reason does feel more stressful. I do have more homework than I normally would, but, you know, I have, like, 18 hours of the day to do it. I'm only spending, like, 2 hours a day in lectures, maybe 4 hours if I have, like, a lab or something. It's not that bad, but, you know, it's college. I mean, that's kind of what I'm trying to expect here.
don't know how to do.
And when you need a break, you'll have plenty of time to go on dates.
Hey, you want to go on a date sometime?
I can't. I have to study.
If you live on campus and you don't want
I, I've heard from people who have actually been in, like, the dating scene. Legitimately, sometimes they've been, they got, like, a text, like, a few hours before being like, I gotta study for an exam, or I got a piece of work to turn in, I can't hang out tonight. This actually happens more often than you'd think, and I kind of find it funny that it's addressed here. Even if this was 7 years ago, some things never change, I guess.
to walk to class, you can always take the bus.
Especially if you want to wait for 20 minutes for all of them to show up.
Oh my gosh, this is true. This is so true. Okay, I have an app on my phone that tells me when the buses are supposed to arrive. So it gives you a map of, like, every time the bus passes a stop. So it should be approximate, right? You would think so. But like I'm standing out there in like 9-degree weather without gloves on, and then the bus says it's like a minute away, and I go outside, wait for it. Dude, it takes like minimum 3 times the amount of time they say it would, and it's freezing. And then, oh my gosh, the worst thing is when you see on the bus and you see it coming, and then when it gets closer, the sign just says full, not taking in new passengers. Oh my gosh, I have actually missed a lecture because of that, and I got points deducted for my overall grade thanks to that. Ah, man. Appreciate it, City Bus. Thanks a lot. Anyways, next.
Purdue is a very bike-friendly campus. When I ride my bike on the sidewalk, people are happy to get out of my way. And when I forget to lock my bike up properly, it's always where I left it.
Have you ever seen...
I don't know about any of y'all, but Purdue has this weird tradition where if you leave your bike unlocked, some guys will run around throwing them in trees. If this happens at your campus, or you've ever seen this, leave a comment, because I'm genuinely curious if this is just a Purdue thing, or if this is just any university.
somebody's bike in a tree?
Yes.
At the dining courts, the options are endless. If you're not in the mood for
Ooh, I'm excited for
hamburgers,
this.
you can always eat turkey burgers, veggie burgers, pork burgers, chicken burgers,
Peanut butter burgers.
Steak burgers, broccoli burgers, lettuce burgers, pineapple burgers, booger burgers.
This is the bell.
Actually, in relation to that last clip, look at this. I don't know if you can see that. Tomorrow, hamburgers again. Hamburgers with grilled pineapple and chili. This one rings way too true. Probably half my diet nowadays is just making different variations of burger. You gotta get creative with it or you're gonna get tired of it real fast. Like, a lot of the time, I won't even take the buns anymore. I'll just make myself a stack of hamburger patties, like kind of like a meatloaf, and I'll just pour, like, sauce over it and just, like, eat it like that.
There's a myth where if you walk beneath the bell tower on your way to class, you won't graduate in 4 years. But that's not true. I've done that many times. There's so...
Are any of y'all, like, superstitious like that? Because I've had, like, at least 6 or 7 people when I first came here. We would be on tours and we would walk by the bell tower, and they would always mention not to walk under it because of this whole you won't graduate in 4 years thing. I personally am like, I don't think it's true, but, you know, just in case, I've still never walked under that bell towers, and we'll see if I graduate in 4 years.
many traditions at Purdue, like fountain runs. I love going on fountain runs, especially when it's not raining, snowing, windy, or under 45 degrees. So basically never.
One of my
Yeah,
favorite
people do
traditions at
this.
Purdue
The
is the
fountain
hello
runs are
book.
absolutely
Everyone's always
great.
so friendly. Hi guys. Okay. Hi.
People are pretty friendly depending on what time of the day it is. It's like midday and people are trying to get to classes, they're probably not going to stop to talk to you. But if it's like probably around 8 o'clock-ish, everybody's done with class, most people are pretty merry or drunk or high, so they're willing to talk to basically anyone that comes up to them. Good example of this is actually my roommate. He always comes back at like 2 in the morning with some crazy stories sometimes. It's very fun to listen to him. I will say, I do like listening to these stories because he just like run into random people on the street and they'd be willing to have like full-on conversations and walk around. Okay, this one, sliding down Slater Hill thing. Slater, I live right next to Slater. Slater is like just that way a little bit. But yeah, sliding down Slater actually is pretty fun. You see a lot of people grab like their desk chairs and tables and flip them over and they'll slide down on those. You end up with a lot of like broken shards of wood and stuff down there. But a few days ago, it was snowing, and I walked by Slater, and I saw a bunch of people on that hill sliding down on God knows what. It looks like it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun, I will say. Sledding is pretty great.
Boiler up that blood pressure.
And hammer down your GPA.
That should be the actual motto. I swear it. That's a good one. I actually really like that.
Purdue University. At least it's better than IU.
True. You know, I think that Justin did a great job here. I think that this video is well put together. It has a lot of good jokes in it, and in terms of how accurate it is, I'd say that it was 100% accurate to how Purdue still is today. Like, especially things about the dining port, that's something that I have to experience every single week, so that one I could immediately relate to. But yeah, Purdue is a pretty good school. You know, all the jokes aside, I'm enjoying it here, and I'm looking forward to the next few years around here. But please go check out Justin's video. Like I said, I'm leaving a link in the description. And I think that'll probably be it for today. I appreciate you watching. If you could, leave a like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll see you around. Take care.